Have you ever felt like your mind is controlling you rather than the other way around? Like emotions, reactions, and even your thoughts are running the show while you're left trying to catch up? If you've ever experienced that, you're not alone. And the truth is, this is exactly what prevents most people from achieving self mastery and personal power. Hey everyone, welcome to Learn Something Everyday channel where we talk, learn, and discover new things every single week. If you're curious about everything and wanting to have a little bit of information about everything, well, you are in the right channel because here we've got something for everyone. So stick around until the end because I bet you don't want to miss every single detail about topic for today. Mastering your mind. Taking control of your thoughts and emotions. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is both timeless and essential: how to master your mind. How to take control of your thoughts and emotions so that you can lead your life instead of being led by circumstances or impulse. We'll break it down step by step, explore actionable strategies, and highlight life lessons that you can apply immediately. Because mastering your mind isn't just theory, it's a daily practice. Part 1: Why Mind Mastery Matters. First, let's be clear about why this matters. The mind is the control center of everything we do. Your thoughts influence your feelings influence your actions, and your actions determine the results you get in life. If your mind is reactive, scattered, or negative, your life reflects that. Conversely, if you learn to regulate your thoughts and emotions, you gain the ability to choose your actions, respond intentionally, and create better outcomes in every area of your life. Think about it like this: someone cuts you off in traffic. A reactive mind explodes with anger, starts cursing, maybe even tailgates the other driver. An intentional mind takes a deep breath, lets the anger go, and continues driving calmly. Same situation, radically different result. The power of mind mastery lies in the realization that you cannot always control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. Life lesson: control your mind first, and your life will follow. The moment you realize that self control starts internally, external pressures lose their grip over you. Mastery of thought and emotion is the foundation of personal power. Part 2: Mindfulness is your first tool. The first practical tool in mastering your mind is mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just a trendy buzzword. It's the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment in real time. It's about creating awareness between stimulus and response. For example, you receive a harsh email from a colleague. Instead of immediately reacting, you pause, take a breath, and observe your emotions. Are you angry, defensive, hurt? By observing rather than reacting, you create space to choose a response that aligns with your goals rather than your impulses. Simple mindfulness practices include daily meditation. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused breathing trains your mind to stay present. Second, mindful journaling. Noting your thoughts and emotions helps you recognize patterns. Third, pause and breathe technique. Before reacting to stress, pause. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. and then respond intentionally. Mindfulness helps you step outside your automatic reactions, giving you the power to choose how you feel and act. Life lesson: awareness is power. The first step toward self mastery is simply noticing what's happening inside your mind. Without awareness, control is impossible. Once you see your thought patterns, you can begin shaping them. Part 3: self awareness, understanding your internal landscape. Mindfulness lays the foundation, but self awareness takes it to the next level. Self awareness is knowing not just what you think, but why you think it. It's about identifying triggers, understanding emotional patterns, and recognizing which thoughts serve you and which sabotage you. Let's break this down. Identify triggers. What situations tend to provoke strong emotional reactions? Is it criticism, rejection, or uncertainty? Understand patterns. Are your thoughts mostly negative, anxious, or judgmental? Do you catastrophize, dwell on the past, or fear the future? Evaluate usefulness. Not all thoughts deserve attention. Some are just noise. The goal is to focus on thoughts that empower you and discard those that hold you back. For instance, if every time someone disagrees with you, you feel personally attacked, self awareness helps you see the pattern and break it. You realize that disagreement isn't a reflection of your worth, and you choose a calm, constructive response instead. Life lesson: know yourself to grow yourself. You cannot control what you do not understand. Self awareness is the bridge between thought and action. By understanding your internal landscape, you gain the ability to navigate life intentionally rather than reactively. Part 4: cognitive reframing. Shifting your mental lens. Once you practice mindfulness and self awareness, the next tool is cognitive reframing. Cognitive reframing is the art of seeing challenges, setbacks, or negative thoughts from a new perspective. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about changing your interpretation of it. For example, negative thought: I failed at presentation. I'm terrible at public speaking. Reframe thought: I didn't perform as well as I wanted. I can learn from this and improve next time. Reframing helps you reduce stress and emotional reactivity, improve problem solving by focusing on solutions, strengthen resilience in the face of challenges. The mind is a tool, and cognitive reframing is like sharpening the tool. When you consciously reinterpret events, you regain control over your emotional state and your actions. Life lesson from this: your interpretation shapes your reality. Two people can experience the same event and respond completely differently. Mastering your mind means choosing empowering interpretations instead of letting negative patterns dominate. Part 5: avoiding reactive behavior. Even with mindfulness, self awareness, and reframing, one of the biggest challenges is avoiding reactive behavior. Reactivity is automatic, impulsive, and often counterproductive. It arises when the emotional brain overrides the rational brain, leading to regret, conflict, or wasted energy. To avoid reactivity, Pause before responding. Even a 5-second pause can prevent rush actions. Second, focus on solutions, not blame. Ask, what can I do next? Instead of dwelling on offense. Third, practice emotional labeling. Name your emotion. I feel frustrated to reduce its intensity. Fourth, reflect on long term goals. Ask, will this reaction move me closer to my desired outcome? By doing this consistently, your mind becomes a partner rather than a dictator. You regain control over your life by choosing responses aligned with your values and goals. Life lesson: pause, reflect, respond, don't react. Reacting may feel natural, but intentional response builds power, confidence, and control. Over time, this becomes second nature, and you become the master of your mind instead of a slave to it. Part 6: Practical daily habits to master your mind. Let's put this all together. Mastering your mind is not a one time event, it's a daily practice. Here are practical habits to integrate. First, morning mindfulness practice. Spend 10 minutes in meditation or focused breathing. Second, daily journaling. Write down emotions, thoughts, and reflections to track patterns. Third, pause and reflect technique. In stressful situations, pause 3 to 5 seconds before responding. Fourth, cognitive reframing exercises. After setbacks, consciously write or think of alternative, empowering interpretations. Fifth, evening self-review. Reflect on how well you controlled your thoughts and emotions, and note areas for improvement. These habits may seem small, but they compound. Over weeks and months, your mind becomes calmer, more focused, and more intentional, giving you control over how you feel and act. Life lesson from this: mastery is a daily choice, not a one time achievement. Self control and emotional regulation are skills, not traits. The more you practice, the stronger your mental discipline becomes. The more intentional your thoughts, the more empowered your actions. Part 7: The Power of Mind Mastery in Every Area of Life. Why does mastering your mind matter so much? Because everything in life, relationships, career, health, and personal fulfillment is filtered through your mind. In relationships, controlling your emotions prevents unnecessary conflict. At work, controlling your thoughts prevents stress, burnout, and reactive decisions. In personal growth, controlling your mind allows consistent focus, resilience, and progress. Mastering your mind is the ultimate form of personal power because external circumstances will always fluctuate, but your internal control can remain constant. Life lesson: control the inside, and the outside will follow. You cannot control everything that happens around you, but you can control how you think, feel, and act in response. This is true freedom, and it's the foundation of self power and identity. Final takeaways: let's summarize the key strategies and life lessons from mastering your mind. First, mindfulness. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Second, self-awareness. Understand triggers, patterns, and the root of your thoughts. Third, cognitive reframing. Reinterpret challenges and setbacks in empowering ways. Fourth, avoid reactive behavior. Pause, reflect, and respond intentionally. Fifth, daily mental habits, meditation, journaling, reflection, and conscious practice. Sixth, control internal before external. True power begins with self regulation. Seventh, consistency over perfection. Mind mastery is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Final message: mastering your mind is the ultimate act of self power. When you take control of your thoughts and emotions, you gain freedom from external judgment. You build resilience against stress and setbacks. You create space to live intentionally, align with your goals and values. Remember, you may not control the world around you, but you can control the world within you. And once you master that, everything else becomes easier, not by force, but by clarity, calm, and deliberate action. Your mind, your rules, your emotions, your command, your life, your power. Alright, if you had fun listening to this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, as well as the bell button for you to get notified whenever I post a new video. And also share the good vibes. And don't forget to drop a comment. What are your thoughts about this topic and what are your biggest takeaways from tuning in to this channel? And lastly, what do you want to talk about next? Thank you and see you in our next video. Bye-bye.